Aries, welcome back to the channel. Aries Energy, welcome in, guys. Welcome back. Thank you guys for tuning in with me. If you have tuned in, there may be messages here for you. Aries Energy. If you're new to the channel, welcome. All right, guys. To my subscribers, I thank you guys for your support. All right. No for all. I thank you guys for your patience. Okay. Aries Energy. Some things feel a little stuck and caught up here, huh? Aries. Only take what resonates with you and leave the rest. Okay, do not try to make messages fit. And if this part does not resonate with you, you can go ahead and skip ahead. Alright, Aries Energy. Let's see what we need to clear out for Aries. What possible blockages need to be removed for Aries? What possible blockages need to be removed? For those of you who are new, this is my declare and decree deck. Okay? Of course, this is spiritual, right? But everybody's not spiritual. Everybody's not religious. So you choose what side that you are on, whatever works best for you. However, again, this is spiritual. So each card has a ritual on it. You write that down. Write it down, right? Because that ritual is going to speak of something that needs to be what? Cleared, right? So you write it down on paper, set your intentions to release that, whatever that energy is, and you give thanks to the Most High Mother and Father and your spiritual team for helping you to release that energy, right? And then you burn it. Yes, it's a matter of burning and releasing, all right? Fire is a very, very dangerous element. Very dangerous, okay, but very powerful as well. Okay, and for those of you who are new, again, this is a declare and decree deck. It is a matter of burning and releasing. So when you burn paper, think of paper. When you burn it, it begins to transform into a different type of item, whatever you want to say. It transforms is the point. When you burn paper, it goes from being paper to ashes, right? That is a transformation from paper to ashes. That's why you burn. You burn because burning is a form of releasing. And when that paper turns to ashes, that is an indication that this is no longer a part of my energy. This is no longer a part of my life. Because why? I have burned this out of my energy. I've burned this out of my life. I've represented it. I put forth the action to show what I'm doing. I put forth the intentions by writing it down and making it real. Okay? Because that's what you do when you write stuff down, you make it real. Alright? And when you burn it, that's real too. And you're giving off a message to the universe. You're putting a message out there. You're projecting. What are you projecting? I'm projecting a form of release. And that's what this is about. And again, everybody's not spiritual. Everybody's not religious. So you choose what side works for you. It's only what works for you. Because in no way am I here to influence anybody to do something that they're not comfortable with. Alright, Aries energy. So let's see what possible energies need to be removed in Aries energy. See what's going on in these spiritual streets, Aries. Let's see what we have. Beautiful. Yeah, it needs to be talked about. It's been in the energy. Okay, so Aries, here we go. All self-limiting beliefs are cleared from my energy in spirit and in flesh. Self-limiting beliefs, why wouldn't you want to release that? You don't want to limit yourself to what you can have. Limit yourself to where you can go. Limit yourself to who you can be. You don't want to limit yourself, right? You want to release any negative energies that says, I can't do this. I won't be able to do that. I can't go there. I can't be like this. I can't be, be this person. I can't change this. No, you want to release self-limiting beliefs. So all self-limiting beliefs are clear from my energy in spirit and in flesh. Whoever this would resonate with, you want to write it down, set your intentions, give thanks to the Most High Mother and Father and your spiritual team for helping you to clear this negative energy of limited self-beliefs. It's simple, right? And then you want to, of course, in a safe place, you want to set fire to that piece of paper because now I'm giving off a message that I am releasing this for good, 444. And whoever is viewing this message, whoever this is resonating for, please know that you are protected, okay? You are protected at this time, okay? coming through strong. Protection. 444. Protection. Connection to the Most High. So you would write that down, put it on paper, set your intentions, burn it, release it. The next card you have here, Aries, is all generational curses over myself, my ancestors, my offspring, the parent of my children. That's deep. And their ancestors are destroyed in spirit and in flesh. All generational curses. Now this is deep. And again, if this is not for you, skip ahead. But this is very much spiritual, because now you're talking about the bloodline. You're going into where you came from. You're going into the generations before you. Okay? And also the generation after you, because you're talking about your offspring, your children, if you have them. You may not have children. That part wouldn't resonate with you because you don't have kids. But this speaks of your ancestors, your offspring, the parent of my children, and their ancestors. So this is very much spiritual. But this is for someone. It may not be for everyone, but it is for someone. All generational curses. And there are a lot of people who don't believe that this is real. But it is very much so real. Generational curses carried out through the bloodline from generation to generation to generation. And we are living in a time where generational curses are being broken. But there are certain people who are chosen to be generational curse breakers in their families. Okay? So it may not resonate for everyone, but it is definitely for someone. You want to set your intentions, write this down. If you have to pause it or whatever, for whoever needs it, write it down, set your intentions, give thanks for the assistance in releasing generational curses over yourself, your lineage, your bloodline, your children, the parent of your children, and their ancestors, your ancestors, okay? Because this is not a selfish thing. When you're talking spiritual, you want to cover everyone that is connected to you. All right? For whoever needs to hear that. For whoever that is for. All right? So Aries, again, we're going to get into the tarot. Remember, energies are fluid, past, present, future energies. So it could be something going on now currently, things that are to come, or things that have already happened. But do not try to make it fit. If it doesn't make sense to you, it's not for you. If you cannot relate to anything that's been said at all, it's not for you. And that's simply just fine. It's not supposed to be for everyone. It's general messages. But it can definitely be for someone. So someone here could be really stressing out about a certain beginning, hesitating about a beginning, or starting over. Worried about that. Yeah. Aries energy. Past, present, future energies. I want to take what resonates with you. Alright? Aries energy. Some of you are probably moving on from a situation. Alright? Leaving some things behind. Aries energy. Leaving some things behind. Whatever's necessary. Whatever's necessary. Alright. Let's see what we have for you, Aries. Wow, starting off with the Fool card. Four of Cups. Ace of Pentacles. Empress energy. Wow, go ahead, Aries. Six of Swords, okay. Hangman. Three of Cups. Five of Pentacles. Alright. Bottom of the deck. Healing Star. Aquarius energy, okay. Definitely faith, hope has carried you this far. For whoever this is resonating with, male or female, okay. But there's something you're feeling like you may be taking a risk in doing, unsure about doing, not certain at all, but wanting something new and wanting to allow new energy. Wanting something new. Some of you could definitely be contemplating on relocating at this time when it comes to your residence, okay? You could be thinking of relocating, There's energy of taking a leap of faith, risk, but something new, something different, okay? And bored with old routine, bored with maybe even old habit, bored with, I don't know, an old friend group, boredom, discontent, okay? There's an energy of you wanting to explore and do something different. You want something new, something to open up for you, okay? So definitely at this time you're grounded, okay? Empress energy. You could be trying to, or in the middle of creating some things for yourself here, seeing opportunities for yourself, and creating, okay? Making every moment count, making it count. Whatever I take a risk on, I'm going to make it count. Whatever I decide to do is start over fresh, I'm going to make sure it counts. I'm going to make sure I make a plan, or there's possibly planning here as well. But you're grounded, very abundant, okay? You know who you are. Let's say now you do. Or you will, but I feel like you know who you are. You feel balanced at this time, nurturing yourself, taking care of yourself. All right, making sure you take care of you first here, Empress energy. Knowing that you're leaving behind certain things, realizing that you've outgrown certain things and people. Like I said, maybe even friend groups. You've outgrown some friend groups, maybe even some lovers. For some of you, you have outgrown. There's a lot of, I feel, introspection too here with the Hangman. There's something you could have definitely been waiting for, or waiting to get an outcome on before you made a decision. Could have been just paying attention and being intuitive about who you spend your time with, and who's for you and who's not. Paying attention to your own energy, learning yourself, seeing it, surrendering to it. But yet also possibly experiencing delays as well. Okay? But it's like you're waiting. You're a little bored, a little bit bored at this time, a little bit discontent because there's something you're waiting for. It's like a moment of silence to where you're allowing enlightenment, if you will. You're allowing yourself to be more wise, okay? Yeah. About who you spend your time with, where you spend your time, how you spend your time, okay? Because right now you're focusing on nurturing yourself, your business, your life, your routine, your home. Nurturing. There's a lot of nurturing here. Six of Pentacles energy, where you're carrying an energy of like rebirth, right? Like you're allowing yourself to go with the flow with how you feel. Like let's say you decided to dye your hair, or you decided to change up your wardrobe because you're feeling different, Empress energy. You're feeling very different, but you're also feeling very nurturing towards yourself. It's a lot of self-love with this energy here, to where it's like sitting on that throne there, right? She comes down for no one, she chases no one, she begs no one, right? Because she's self-reliant. She's very, very self-reliant and secure and grounded here and abundant. Empress having everything that she needs, and you know you have everything you need, and you know that you are everything you need. You also know that you are enough, you see. Okay, there's a lot of enlightenment here, and you're surrendering to acceptance too on a certain level. There's an energy of, you know, I can do bad by myself, but I can also do good on my own. I can do good on my own. I can be my own cheerleader, right? I know what's for me and what's not, who's for me and who's not. I know who I can celebrate with and who I can't celebrate with, and I know who will celebrate me, okay? And you could have someone who wants to reunite with you because they feel left behind or left out by you or without you some kind of way. And it could very well just be a friendship. It could simply just be a sister brother relationship. It could be a family thing, right? But it can also be lovers as well that you've moved on from. Okay? Because right now you're in your peace. You've taken a leap of faith to do something different, but this had to start energetically, mentally speaking, right? This had to start energetically, where you were rejecting anything that would play up against something new and different for yourself. I'm gonna take this leap of faith no matter what. I'm gonna go ahead and start over. I'm gonna go ahead and do the damn thing. I'm gonna go and do this. You know, it's like putting on your big girl panties and saying, this is what it's gonna be, this is what it is, I'm gonna make this happen, right? Because you know that you're full of opportunity. You know that you're full of rebirth. You're full of life. Very vital. Very vital. So be careful here for some of the females here. Males too, if you're female or male watching, be careful, okay? I'm picking up a very fertile energy. You could easily get a female pregnant, or if you're female, you can easily conceive, okay? So be very careful right here because, like I said, you have the Five of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles here. Right now, there's a very, very potent energy of generosity that flows to you easily and effortlessly with the Empress energy being here, okay? That's an energy that is non-stop. It's very fruitful, very potent, okay? Very long lasting. It's a longevity type of energy that will always be to where it flows to you. Abundance, love, joy, peaceful things, people wanting to be generous to you, give to you, open the door for you, right? Easily attract that type of energy when you're in the Six of Pentacles energy. Beyond that, there is someone or somebody. Yeah, you have a Knight of Wands energy here. You took action on this leap of faith. You didn't waste any time here. Yeah, justice. It balanced you out to take this leap of faith. It balanced you out. Being bored kind of may have even given you some ideas to relocate or change up some things about yourself, whether it be a hair color, wardrobe, or something like that. Nine of Pentacles energy. You see what I'm saying? You're carrying this energy of high vibrational abundance. It's on you real high, male or female. It's real high, and you're balanced here. You're balanced, okay? Nine of Pentacles energy. That's Ten of Pentacles energy here. You see? This the energy you're carrying. Yeah, and you know who to block out. You know who to set boundaries with. You know, like I said, you know who to celebrate with, who not to celebrate with. You know who celebrates you and who does not. You put those boundaries up because you know that that's what it takes. Solar plexus here with the sun shining back here. That's solar plexus energy. You have very strong willpower, okay? And you will do whatever it takes for you to remain in your peace and in your abundance. This is something you've decided a long time ago not to let anyone take from you anymore. Your peace, your abundance, your money, whatever it is, materialistic, mental, financial, physical, it doesn't matter. You are understanding that these are things that you need to hone in on and hold close to you, because it's an energy of reserving yourself and your resources, because everybody doesn't mean you any good, because if they did, you wouldn't have to block them out here, and you may have had to speak your piece to certain people who wanted to be in your energy here. See, you got folks that's I feel like you got folks that's kind of lurking in your energy, wanting to be a part of that go-getter fire that you have here, Aries. See that? See what I'm talking about? That Ten of Pentacles energy that's showing up now. See, that's what you're doing. You're carrying this, but it's a good thing what you're carrying. The energy that you're in is an energy of family, love, stability, right? Security, longevity. That's the energy you're carrying. Empress energy. All right, an energy of developing. Some of you could be working on developing your communication skills. Somebody could be in communications, something like that, telecommunications, right? Someone could also be sharpening your skills on whatever career field that you are in. Some of you could be in the justice system, criminal justice system, or you could be wanting to be more involved, take more classes, go back to school for law, criminal justice, something in that field, okay? But you are in your abundance, and you know this, and you're protecting that as well, right? Being careful who you spend your time with, being careful where you spend your money, how you spend your money, who you giving to. You're being careful with that now. You used to didn't be this way. You were just giving to people, and people were all in your energy, take, being unfair, being, not being generous, all right? Gaslighting, possibly even using. Yeah. You have somebody that may want to offer an apology to you, but you're feeling good. Even if you are celebrating with people, you're celebrating with people who celebrate you. Some of you, you may have a whole group of new friends. You may have also experienced people that you've already let go of. In the past, you've already released people and dismissed people who you knew were not on your team, who may have presented themselves to be, but found out that ain't all the way true, right? Folks who likes to love bomb, because people can be so-called associates or whatever, and they can love bomb too, pretending they like you, pretending they care for you, pretending that they on your team. They like the fact that you got a new home, they like the fact that you got a new car, and low-key they mad. They don't like that. They don't like it at all. They lying to your face, stabbing you in the back, because they don't like that. You got folks who don't want you to make it before them, and you're doing that. But see, you're not just doing that because you can just do it like that. No, it's the fact that you've possibly done the work of healing yourself in different areas of your life, starting with yourself, self-limiting beliefs, remember? So there's certain things that you're working on, I feel. Even when it comes to ancestors, offspring, 22 on the timer. We're talking about stability here. You could have been working on your finances for quite some time, and finally you've gotten things where you want them. You've paid things off. You've tied up loose ends, right? And now you're set. You can do something different. You can plan for something different. You can save some money. Whatever you're choosing to do, you're overcoming obstacles and challenges as you go. And along with that, you're releasing people too as you go. Because right now, it's all about you, in which it should be. It's a lot of healing that you've done on yourself. And I'm emphasizing on yourself, like you had to do this yourself, right? Because some of you have become a little bit more spiritual too, male or female. It's a reason for that. Because being more spiritual, it wakes you up to you. Being enlightened by spirit, it wakes you up to you, the real you. Who are you? What do you want out of life? What do you want this to be? Where do you want to be? Where do you want to go? Right? What type of life do you really want? What type of friends do you really want? What type of love do you really want? And these are things you become more real about, even to yourself. You become more realistic about it, right? And so there was a fire that's set up in your bones in the past here with the Ace of Wands and the Knight of Wands. Yeah, you were lit. And whatever idea you had, the first thing you did was chose to move away from anything that caused any drama, anything that caused any conflict or argument with people. Some of y'all have left your child's father behind, your baby's mother behind, and you started over by yourself, because this is an indication that whoever this is resonating with, more than likely you either single right now or you will be. You're going into this, because this Nine of Pentacles is going right into this Empress energy. Whoever this is resonating with, male or female, we're talking about energy, which is very potent here. So with the Nine of Pentacles, that let me know that whoever you are, you're single at this time, okay? But in this energy here, we know that we don't chase. We've learned that we don't chase. We attract. Empress energy. This is something you've learned. This is something you had to heal from as well. because you had a lot of things that may have been blocking you. We're talking about generational curses, remember. That's why I will forever use my declare and decree deck, because most of the time these cards line up with the tarot, with the whole subject of what's going on. There's a lot of healing that has happened here with this star card. And a lot of people are inspired by you, and the same people are some of the same people that you had to block. Because everybody, even though they're inspired, everybody's not going to admit it. Okay? So someone is definitely feeling left out here. Got a Queen of Wands. Some of y'all, it could be a mother figure who's pissed off because she can no longer control your life. You're doing your own thing, and you're making your own way. And some of you may have had to, you know, kind of, I don't want to say step toe to toe to a mother figure, but you may have had to literally stand up for yourself when it comes to this mother figure energy, Queen of Wands, okay? And some of you, it could be a child's father that is in this Queen of Wands energy. It could be a child's mother that's in this Queen of Wands energy, as well as a mother figure of your own, like your own mother, right? Not your baby mother, baby father, your own biological mother that carried you, okay, as an individual. Some of you are dealing with that, where you're having to, the best you can, explain to this mother figure, this is my life, I'm going to live my life, I'm not going to deal with people who want to play games with me anymore, because some of you may have had a mother figure who may have tried to keep you attached to another individual because you have children with that individual, and you're saying no more. That's not what I'm doing. I don't want to do that anymore. Okay? Some of you are very different now. You've changed. People may be wondering why, you know, they're not seeing you as much, hearing from you as much. You're not giving much of your time anymore. You're not investing in certain people anymore. You're not going certain places anymore. There's a lot that has changed here, is how I feel with the star card. Okay, so someone could definitely be dealing with a mother figure, your own biological mother, who's feeling left out in the cold by you, or feeling possibly even a little disrespected. But this is the thing. Because fire and fire begets more fire. We know that. You can burn up a whole forest with fire. Okay? Because fire don't play. Once them flames is dispatched, it's over with. Okay? So it could be difficult to deal with the mother figure if it's your own biological mother, and it's someone who likes to run your life, or they want to live their life through you. They didn't do certain things, so they're trying to force you to do certain things. Again, like I said, it could be trying to force you to stay in a marriage, force you to stay with a child's father or a child's mother, who you know you cannot grow with, who you know that you've outgrown. You can't be with this person anymore because you and this person is not going anywhere. Children or no children. Just because you have children with someone does not mean you're meant to be. And a lot of times parents don't want to see it that way because they weren't brought up like that. They were conditioned to, whether it works or not, stay together. Whether you're being disrespected or not, deal with it. Make him happy. Do whatever it takes to make her happy. Do whatever it takes to make it work. And a lot of you have operated like that for a very long time. And now it's just not working for you anymore. And you may have had to block this mother figure out. You may have stopped talking to this person, created boundaries with this person, spoke your piece to this person, and they may feel very disrespected by that, very offended by that. Some of you on the opposite side, it could be a father figure. Right? For my guys, you could be dealing with a mother figure or a father figure who's trying to run your life and tell you who to be with, tell you who not to be with. Don't have children with that one. No, don't have children with that one. Don't have children with this one. Now, sometimes parents are right because they can see that that person is not for you. And some of you, you didn't listen, okay? And you ended up having a child with that person and you ended up regretting it. It is what it is. It's life. Again, we're talking about learning lessons, and these are the things that Aries has had to learn, male or female. This is what you've learned lesson-wise. You understand? You've learned this as lessons. That's why you're excited and happy to move away from it now. You're moving away from all of the naysaying, and some of you, maybe you have more than 1 or 2 children, and people are all in your business about, dang, how many kids you gonna have, and dang, can you take care of all these kids, and man, why you doing this? You ain't with this person no more, and you ain't got no commitment. You see, a lot of times people don't know what's going on in your life. They don't know what's going on behind closed doors, who you share your home with, who you share your bed with, right? So they're left to only assume why you're doing things a certain way that you're doing it, but they can't tell you how to live your life. And a lot of you, you're cutting these people out, whether it be mom, dad, sister, brothers, half sisters, homeboys, home girls, co-workers. It doesn't matter whether it's somebody long distance, short distance. It don't matter. It could be a lover, a ex-wife, or ex-husband, baby daddy, baby mama. Take it how it resonates, but you're not listening to all of the drama anymore. You're basically saying to yourself, look, again, I can do bad by myself, but I can do even better on my own. I can do good on my own. And a lot of you are focused on that. Nine of Pentacles energy, Ace of Pentacles energy. A lot of you are focused on that. Okay, and you are embodying this Ten of Pentacles energy on your own. Very balanced energy, very nurturing energy. And it's also an energy of development, because like I say, you have outgrown people tremendously. And a lot of people are upset because why, they're not hearing from you anymore. Or Aries act like they don't want to hang out with us no more. What's going on with Aries? Why? Because don't nobody know what's going on with you. But you're minding all of your business. Some of you are working multiple jobs. Some of you have started a new business and you're working a job. Just getting your little business off the ground. Some of you are getting this business is online. People are seeing it, and they may even be leaving comments, and you're not responding back. Why? Because you're busy. Some of you have business, work, and children, male or female. Because you got men out here that's doing it by themselves too, right? So you're dealing with this, and you're creating the boundaries as you go. You're seeing things for what they are, who you need to see. You're also seeing people for who they are, baby mama, baby daddy, all that stuff. You are moving away from the drama. You don't want nothing to do with that. You are about peace. And some of you have people who may be watching. You have people who want to speak bad on your name, because, especially if you're dealing with a child's father, a child's mother, some of you could be dealing with a baby father, baby mother who's very bitter at this time, because why? They couldn't control you, perhaps, something you've ended with that person. They couldn't control you. They're upset about that because it brought a lot of change, okay? Yeah, they're mad with the Knight of Swords. You got people upset, baby mother, baby father, people that don't want things to change. They want you to stay the same way you've been staying, but you've outgrown them. It's over with. Because of why? Because of unequal give and take, because of unequally yoked relationships, because of disrespect that may have made you feel insecure to some extent, but no willpower. You know, you may have felt less worthy in some relationships. You may have felt like you were neglected in some relationships, lied to, cheated on, things like that, okay? Not being generous, but people you're dealing with who are giving to other people. Like I said, you're focused on you now, okay? You're not worried about anybody in their drama and chaos, conflict, wanting to argue. Some people, like I said, some of y'all dealing with baby mothers and baby fathers, especially some of y'all who are dealing with earth signs, Virgo or Taurus, okay? Somebody who probably has sent you through the ringer, somebody who even used you. But there will be justice. Justice shall be served, okay? And some of you have ignored these people too. You're serious about the change that you want in your life, and people are not probably even taking you serious as they should at this time. But whatever you're choosing to do with that Six of Swords, you're doing it, whether they believe it or not, because yeah, you're tired of being stressed out. You're tired of, holding on to all of the burdens and the worries of dealing with other people and how they don't want to grow up, or children's mother, children's father. You can't get them to see eye to eye with you, get on the same page, and understand what stability is, understand what a partnership should be, understand what being a baby daddy versus a father figure should be, or vice versa for my men. Being a baby mama versus a mother for the children, right? So you're not trying to go through with the stress and anxiety and the worries of dealing with someone who doesn't want to grow up, okay? Carrying the load. And that's the thing. It's like you got that idea, why should I carry the load of betrayal and being lied to and put in competition and the arguing and the fighting and the drama? Why should I have to deal with that? I can start over. Okay? Someone definitely have made plans, and that's the thing. See, you made a decision to go in a whole nother direction of life. Some of you, this is spiritual. You're getting to be more spiritual than you used to be. You're paying attention to the injustice in which you were taught and the fact of what's really true. Okay? The conditioning and all the tradition and the mindset and all this other stuff, you're not feeling all of that anymore. You're putting it in and you're transforming to something totally different. But it's justice for you. It's balancing life out for you. And it's also bringing what it is you really truly desire too, with that Empress energy. It's bringing it in. When you create the boundaries and you stand up for yourself and you speak your peace, you speak your truth, all hell breaks loose. And that's what has happened here. All hell breaks loose. Because why? I'm doing something different. I'm doing something I've never done before, but I'm going to do it anyway. Because I want to do it and nobody can stop you, right? And you're surrendering to change. Yeah, you're manifesting exactly what it is you really truly want. Like you've learned that you can do this. You can manifest what it is you really truly want. And you feel good knowing the truth about self, knowing what you really can do for yourself on your own. No stress, no anxiety, no worries, right? No worries about not having enough. I told you somebody's dealing with the earth sign towards Virgo. Somebody's dealing with the earth sign. And this earth sign is somebody who could also be a mama's boy or a mama's girl. For some of you, a daddy's girl. Okay? But you're not looking for somebody you got to raise. You're looking for somebody who can grow with you. Somebody who can meet you where you are because you're elevating. You're steady elevating. Your vibration is steady going higher and higher, right? So you need someone who can meet you there. Okay? Yeah, tower. Many people are having towers right now. Spiritual intervention, yeah. Many people are having a tower moment right now. Shocked that you're off on your own. We're not hearing from Aries like we used to. Aries don't come to all the family functions like they used to. What's going on with Aries? Right? Lots of healing, no doubt. Yeah, that Ten of Cups energy, Ten of Pentacles energy. This is what you're embodying. And this is what you shall attract. Okay? Empress energy. Yeah, I told you. Some of you are moving. Well, you know, like some of you are having an idea of relocating. Okay? And maybe you've already moved. Who knows? Okay? And because you have set boundaries, because you're focused on yourself, because you're balanced, you're learning things, not just lessons of life, because some of you have learned quite a few lessons of life dealing with these relationships. Okay? And you're opening up with the Hangman. You've opened up to spirituality more, which causes you to even manifest faster what it is you really truly want, whether you know you're doing it or not. Because a lot of times we don't even realize that we're doing it. We have this energetic feeling, and it be spirit. Most High will lead and guide you to release people that don't serve you anymore, release situations that don't serve you anymore. Don't be at these little outings and being invited here and there and getting stoned out and hanging out with these people who really low-key don't have good intentions for you. You're being led to go away from that. You're being led to separate yourself from that. You're transforming out of that. You're ascending out of that. You see? And then you have people who are offended by it. Don't hear from you anymore. You're not showing up to all the events. You're not hanging out anymore. You're not showing up over here. You don't have your whole bag in the trunk no more. You're not spending the night over here and your clothes left over there anymore. A lot of you are practicing celibacy too, male or female. You started to practice celibacy because why? Spiritual connection. That's why. Hangman. Spiritual connection. Star. Healing. And so you have people who are energetically, they all in your energy. People who don't want things to be over. People that don't want things to end. They don't want to not have connection to you. They don't want to be blocked out of your life. Seven of Wands. Right? Some people thought you would never create boundaries. Some people thought you weren't as intellectual and fiery as you are. Because why? You just be doing your own thing maybe, okay? And like I said, you disconnected from a lot of the drama. You may have been a part of this drama in some time ago, right? But that was before we, learned the lessons and grew up. Because now someone here, you're growing, you're steady growing and ascending spiritually, intellectually, but mostly spiritually. With the healing and the surrendering and seeing things differently for yourself, regardless of any relationship with your family, friends, co-workers, ex-lovers, ex-wife, ex-husband, whatever. There's transformation, there's change. And a lot of people are being shocked. They're shocked about this change. Some people are watching you, and even if you do have a business online, whatever you do online, whatever platform you have, they are in shock, cannot believe what you created, cannot believe what you're a part of. And see, because other people can't believe it, some of them don't want to see you with it, that would enhance your self-limiting beliefs. Okay? But you don't want to have no self-limiting beliefs. This is what you're needing to let go of. But there's people that will project that upon you, and that'll be an energy that will become yours. It's not even your energy. That's not what you need. It's not what you should have as a part of your belief system for yourself. Judgment. Yeah, people want second chances. People also dealing with karma. No doubt. But I feel like also you're attracting in love too. Aries energy. You're attracting in love. But be careful of an earth sign who may be trying to get back into your energy. Okay? Be careful of an earth sign here who may have juggled you in the past. Somebody possibly egotistical. A lot of ego trip about this person. Yeah, hangman again. A lot of sacrifices that's been made here. Like, people don't know what you had to go through in order to heal yourself. People don't know what you had to go through when you dealt with the different relationships that may have made you feel very unbalanced, very insecure, or, very unsafe to some extent. You see Empress coming out twice. Someone here could be a life path 3. A lot of 3s. You could be seeing 333, 333. You could be seeing synchronicities of 3. Yeah, see, 3 again. You separated yourself from a lot of situations, people, friend circles, groups, whatever you were involved in. Even some of you separated yourself from a job too, or you will be. Either you're getting a better job or you're starting something for yourself. Something may be getting off the ground for you. But or you could be getting a different job, or even changing careers for somebody. You could be changing careers too. You could be doing something totally different off the charts of what you, meant to do or what you went for before. You could be doing something totally different. But this is all about time spent, and this is about your finances as well. But this is also about fresh starts. Okay, definitely about fresh starts. So, as far as I see, lots and lots of pentacles, but you have made plans to go in another direction. Somebody here is planning to relocate, but you have separated yourself from, like I said, I feel like you dodged the bullet with someone. Whoever you may have come away from, maybe you decided not to marry that person or something like that, or maybe you come out of a marriage, but you dodged the bullet with someone, no doubt. Do it your way, Aries. Do it your way, okay? You were never meant to fit in. You were born to be a wild and free force of nature, here to build new and better worlds. Allow yourself to go and do that, right? You have love coming in, Aries. I feel like you have love coming in. No doubt, no doubt, no doubt. Yeah. Be careful of people being deceptive. You see, that's why I say you separated from you've done a lot of changing here. There's a lot of changes that has happened with the death card. See, because seven of swords coming out. And also, keep it to yourself. A lot of people want to communicate with you, ex-lovers, ex-friends, oh boy. Okay, It could be family members too, people that you are not connecting with anymore. Like you're just not in alignment with a lot of situations and people anymore. You're not in alignment with it. Okay? Awakening has happened in your life. For someone here, you have gone through awakenings, I feel, more than once. You've had a number of awakenings, if it at least have happened to you 2 or 3 times. There's a lot that's happened in your life. You learned a lot of lessons, and the lessons that you've learned has a lot to do with self-love. Okay? And you've released fears as well. You may have been afraid to go off and do things on your own. If you have children, you may have been afraid to, I don't know, build by yourself, thinking that, hey, I can't do this without my children's father, or I can't do this without my children's mother. And you're realizing with Hangman energy twice coming out here, you're realizing that you can do it on your own. And you may even realize too, with this King of Pentacles energy, you could have dealt with a person that was a very low vibrational Taurus energy that like to throw money in your face all the time about how much money they have or what all they've done for you or how they do more for you than you've done for them, or someone's using money as a tactic to humiliate or manipulate their way through with you. And this is something they've done for a very long time. Somebody has I want to say humiliation. I don't know if this person is somebody who likes to embarrass you or something. They're not very nice with their words. Maybe it could be a little disrespectful, but it's somebody who makes a lot of money. Maybe you guys made money together, like y'all both had good jobs when you were with this Taurus person, this Earth sign Virgo person, Taurus Virgo energy. And maybe this is somebody who, they really like to use their money as a shield, to get their way, to do things, the things that they do, whether it was good or bad, it's because they made a lot of money. And they were very egotistical, with that energy that they carry. And this is something you probably have separated yourself from as well. There could have been loss too. You may have lost money dealing with relationships as well, to where you had people that would just take, didn't want to give back, didn't want to invest in you and what you had going on, but always open for you to invest in them. And you did that, and you may have overly gave as well when it came to your finances. Someone here lost a lot of finances dealing with relationships. People showing up with that representative, right? Not being real and authentic, saying they're this and pretending like they have that and acting like they have a lot of money, or even if they did, they still did not pack fair with you. There was no equal give and take. But they may have made you feel like this is what they had to offer. Okay? Broken promises and lies and things of that nature. So a lot of the movement that you're making now, Aries, male or female, you may be keeping a lot of things to yourself. Learning, because you have learned that it's not good to share ideas and dreams with people. Your plans for the next 5 or 10 years, because you can tell them this and then they'll turn around and use it against you. Or they'll play up against you as an opponent and be in conflict with you to keep you from attaining the things that you want. Because some people can find out what you really want and they'll do everything to keep you from it. And they'll pretend they love the hell out of you, but they don't want to see you accomplish your dreams. And I feel like, Aries, you are winning, or you have won. Okay? And someone else, well, it's their loss, male or female. Okay? Definitely you could be dealing with an earth sign here. Okay? Someone is upset about your plans. Someone is upset because they don't know your plans. And somebody wants to argue. They want to fight. They want to be dramatic. Some of you, it's a child's father, a male that is overly in his feminine energy. Ugh, being a biscuit. Okay? Trying to be nice here. Be strategic about your plans. Keep things to yourself. If you know it's necessary, follow your intuition. Whatever plans you're making, you shouldn't share with people. Keep your plans to yourself, because a lot of people would like to interrupt those plans. A lot of people would like to stop you from planning, stop you from elevating, stop you from growing. Like I said, a lot of you, that's why you're relocating, because you know you have people who want to get in your way. They don't want to see you accomplish anything. They don't want to see you do better than them, right? So do it your way, follow your rule, but of course, do it where it works for you. Separating yourself from things, people, situations, organizations, groups, friend groups, lovers, so-called friends, whatever it is, jobs, whatever it is that's holding you down, weighing you down with the Nine of Swords, weighing you down with the burdens of the Ten of Wands. Because there's a lot of wands out here too, as much as there are swords. Some of you could be dealing with an air sign. Okay, that's possible here too. But I feel like you have something coming for you because, and it's good because of the work that you've done, how balanced you've become, how focused you are. You are in an energy of attracting what it is you really want for yourself. So be it business, a new home, relocating, I feel like you'll be able to do just that. So Aries, I hope the message is resonating for you, and I hope that the messages overall were helpful. Okay, and until next time, take care.